Aqua Soul family, what it do? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aqua gang. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. May or may not resonate, guys, right? Parts may resonate while others don't. Tarot is fluid. These messages are general. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for whoever the fuck is for. That's how this goes, okay? And place yourself where you belong in these scenarios and these stories, okay? Gang. Now, if you're really a part of the gang, then you're already subscribed. But if you're trying to get down with the click, I think you might want to go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload for us, okay? Which is quite often. If you're not ready to commit fully to that, totally understand, no judgment, just click the like button, okay? It'll just add a form of support and it allows people to know that we are here on this platform. It helps people find us, okay? So, without further ado, let's dig on in, okay? Didn't really get any pre-shuffle cards at all, and no real true energy that I'm able to tap into. So let's kind of gauge where things are going. See what we have going on here. All right, Spirit, what do we have? Why is it so quiet? Things are so quiet. It feels like a quiet before the storm, though, right? Like, it feels like it's an eerie type of quietness. Ooh, yeah. Do they take accountability? Do they? Do they? Maybe this is something that you're asking yourself, or this could be something that you're currently thinking about, a connection that you are still engaged in, or one that has already gone into some form of separation, maybe pulling back, that sort of thing. This could be somebody who, they always want to point the finger, but then when the finger's pointing their way, they don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? It's almost as if they get dumbfounded right at that moment, but they can think of every little detail about the shit that they feel like you've done, or the things that they feel like you have fallen short at doing, right? Give me a little bit more here, Spirit. What is happening? Now, they may want you to take some accountability, okay? Ooh, we have patience. All right, so somebody may have made you wait for quite some time. What were you waiting for? Were you waiting for them to change something, or were you waiting for them to commit? Were you waiting for them to choose? There's some form of waiting here. You just could not wait any longer. And it almost feels like when you would have conversations about whatever this is that this person was dangling, it's almost like they were dangling it like a carrot. Was it marriage? Was it a relationship? Was it them cutting off their other connections? Was it a specific change that you needed them to make? Was it a form of potential that you needed them to tap into? Is something about you being asked to be patient about something. It's almost as if they didn't. Okay, so if you had a couple of cycles with this individual, I'm just hearing this intuitively now. When the two of you would reconcile, they would have a whole shitload of things that they promised to change. But then when the time came for them to actually start changing them, the things, they didn't take accountability for shit not actually changing. You know, they're like, oh, it takes time, right? Nobody changes overnight. Like, I am who I am. If you really love me, then you'll have patience with me, right? Love is patient. Love is kind. We have children, so you may have children with this individual, and this is where your patience is stemming from, or this person may be younger than you, right? So young that they act like a child. You feel like maybe you are encountering a teenager, or you're dealing with someone who has childlike behaviors towards relationships. You want maturity. You want a mature love. You want a love that can grow and age, right? Beautifully, like some expensive ass wine or some shit. Maybe you've tried to have a conversation about your patience with this individual and their immaturity, and they don't want to take accountability for that. Now, we can't bounce over the fact that I heard the fact that you need to take accountability. That could just be you taking accountability for the fact that you have been too patient with this, okay? It almost feels like it's calling for a sense of action at this time. So if you have not already held this person's feet to the fire, then this is what they need. And you're almost going to have to approach them as like a child, right? Like conversations with a person like this, you have to pussyfoot around and tiptoe right? Your patience may be running thin in that aspect. You always feel like you can't just be a straight shooter with this person because they may have a lot of ego. They may, you know, definitely get defensive when they feel like they're on the chopping block or when they're being put in a position to have to take accountability. Okay. If you have children with this individual, this will be, like I said, this is where your patience is coming into play, because you may possibly not want to rock the boat for everyone else in the house, or maybe you want this to work out for the sake of the kids, right? You may even see yourself at one point, you saw yourself having children with this person, right? Maybe that's what this person is holding over your head, you know, starting a family. They may be wanting to withhold that, right? For some of you, this person may have had a child outside of the relationship. There's just a small portion of you, just a small portion. Only take that if it resonates. Something about children, right? Let's see here. Give me a little bit more, like a little bit more insight. Where are we going with this? I'm full of pain. Okay. So maybe this person, maybe they do behave the way that they behave in this way, right? Whatever that is for you, there's an issue here for sure about this person's behavior, their actions, their role as an adult. They don't take on the role as an adult. They approach things immaturely. The reasoning behind this is because of something that they either feel about themselves or that they tell themselves internally, right? It feels like negative self-talk. This person doesn't have patience with themselves, right? They might not even like themselves. That does pose as a problem, because people who don't like themselves, if they're full of ego, they're never going to tell other people they don't like themselves. They're going to be extremely arrogant, very loud, boisterous, you know, entitled. And they then want to make the people that really love them, they want to make those people feel, right, like they're unworthy, because then that makes them feel good inside. Our union will happen in this lifetime. So this person is trying to be optimistic about where things are going. This person may be actively changing, you guys. I just have to say that because I feel it intuitively. This may have been somebody who did not take accountability prior to now, but there's some things that they're working through. Maybe they are like turning inward to that inner child, right? And trying to figure out what makes them tick and the things that kind of have brought things to this juncture in the connection. Now, this does feel like somebody who possibly wants you to have more patience with them, but I'm just like, damn, how much patience are you expecting Aqua to have? Like, it's not that much patience in the world. Like, when are you going to change already? I feel like they are taking the necessary steps and accountability, right? In reference to where things have come between the two of you. But again, who has all of this time to waste? And I feel like that's the dilemma here. You feel like they've been wasting your time. Okay? You don't F with people who waste your money, but you definitely don't F with people who are wasting your fucking time, because you can't get that shit back. There may be some regret here as well, you guys, okay? Maybe your patience ran thin with this person, okay? You may have called them a fucking child. Only take that if it resonates. Yeah, like you felt like you were dealing with a child. Adults know what they want out of life. Why are you stringing me along? Why are you, giving false hopes and doing dumb shit like that? Like, wasting my damn time. Heart with a key. So it says welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. So this person does view you as like the perfect option for them, because I feel like maybe they had some other options that they may have been dibbling and dabbling in. Only take that portion if it resonates. This is somebody who now views you as the perfect candidate, right? As the one. I feel like this person had access to your heart at one point in time. They no longer have that access. It's been revoked. So they may be trying to figure out what is going to get you to provide them with this key again. They had the key. They fumbled the key, or you changed the lock. We have date. So this is for certain an offer. It says meeting someone. You could be meeting someone new also, it says here. Dating, getting back out there, plan and set a date. So I do feel like this person is going to want to meet in person. There's some changes that have transpired within this person's emotions and their energy. It's almost as if they now want to have this conversation and relate to you what they've been experiencing. Are you open to this conversation? That's really the question, right? Because if your patience has run thin, right? And if it's non-existent, then yeah, no. I feel like this person may think that that's immature of you, right? This children card is striking me as immaturity. You may be younger than this person. They may be younger than you. There may be an extreme age dynamic here. So just take that only if it resonates. But our union will happen in this lifetime. This person is now speaking in spiritual terms, right? That's the shift in the energy that I'm getting. Union? That's the verbiage that you're using, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis? Have you been doing some work, right? Taking accountability for the pain that they projected, right? Their pain internally has had them running amok. Okay, wreaking havoc, not just in your life, in many of other lives as well. So it's like this person is taking stock. They do realize that this key is now no longer theirs, right? Or the lock has been changed. And I feel like they're going to want to set a date, like set up a date, surprise you. It does feel like a romantic gesture of some sort. They're planning it. And now they're speaking in terms of union, right? It definitely gives me the idea that either you have rubbed off on them, right? Your spirituality, right? You're a spiritualist, and you're very tapped in for sure with spirit and with your spirit guides. This may have rubbed off on this person, and they're now seeking outside sources outside of themselves, like a higher power, in reference to bringing this back together, or in reference to getting insight on why this didn't work, and many of other connections that they may have fumbled or may have gotten away from them prior to now as well. See, we have the Lovers, right? I feel like you got the Lovers in your last read too. Is this the same person? It might not be. It might not, but it may very well be, right? Persistence. This person may have had a choice between you and another person, okay? They were keeping this connection in limbo for a good majority of you. There was a choice here. They just weren't choosing you. This could have been a connection that was based fully on the physicality, physical connection. That's the most connected things felt, and this person would go cold at some junctures of the relationship. You weren't able to get that depth that you wanted. Yeah. This may be a serial dater for some of you. Only take that if it resonates. But now this person is laser focused in on you. So that Lovers card is a card of dating, a newer dating cycle, right? Courting is the word that comes to mind when I think of the Lovers in reference to dating someone. And this person they're not trying to start where you left off. They want to build a new slate. This person may have transformed, guys, is what I'm saying. Essentially, okay? Yeah, they're trying. So last lifetime and all the lifetimes prior to this, they always chose wrong. This time they didn't choose, but they lost you in the process of making you wait for their decision. Wow, Queen of Cups. Now they're overflowing with the amount of emotions that they have. They're literally sitting in their emotions. They're literally staring at their emotions, right? They can't use the bathroom. They can't eat a meal. They can't concentrate at work. They can't watch TV show without their thoughts at some point in time, right? Even if for a small little minute second, focusing on you. Right? This is why they are going to definitely be planning this. It feels like a surprise. It will surprise you, okay? This person may do something that the two of you always discuss wanting to experience with one another. It feels like a really sweet gesture, like heartfelt. For it to be the Queen of Cups, this offer is heartfelt. This is somebody who feels like they know you. This may be somebody who always knew what you wanted, but for the sake of their stubbornness and for the sake of who the fuck knows, just decided not to do it, even though they could. And now they're at this juncture where they finally want to give those things to you, or they're actively planning to show you that they can. especially if you questioned it. Your patience. Where's the time clock on your patience? I just want to know. Has time run out? Boy, this person tested your patience. They tap dance on your patience. You know what I'm saying? They had an all-you-can-eat buffet on your patience, like just. Ma'am, sir, breast this. Why would you do that? So, yeah, we definitely have a true transformation here, you guys, okay? We've gone from the page to the queen. We have 2 queens on the table now. Lots of emotions, passion, affection, okay? I believe this person is even seeing you different now upon having this awakening, right? There's full clarity. And the clarity that they're having on who you are, or who you were, for those of you who are not returning, right? Who you are, who you were to them, right? And what their pain internally caused them to do in this connection. This is why they continuously are looking at it. They're looking at the cup. They're looking at the pentacle, right? This was a very immature individual, okay? Page of Wands. This is possibly what they were offering. All they were offering was either sex or just a very shallow connection. This person didn't want any of the responsibilities that come with being in a relationship. And now they've gone from that to the Queen of Pentacles. They can actually see the benefits of tapping into that more mature energy. This person has matured, you guys, for sure. Now, Page of Wands also signifies a message coming through, or good messages, good news coming to you. So some of you may view this as good news. This could be something that you've manifested. This could be something that you've actually asked for, right? Only take that if it resonates, right? If you're not that person, then you're not that person. You don't have to tell me down in the comments, girl, that ain't me. I want new. I get it. I understand, right? That's just for those who resonate with that portion. Can you clarify the Lovers, please? Clarify this Lovers card. They like, girl, ain't no more clarity, okay? We in this bitch. Boy, is this person. They are definitely hell-bent on this connection, you guys. I feel like they're kicking themselves for not being able to see this as clearly as they do now. There may be a bit of a bit of doubt in their emotions, just depending on where they feel you might be with things, right? Wow. Yeah. Emotional choice made, for sure. Let's clarify this Page of Wands. So we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. It could have been quite some time since this connection has disengaged. You may be an entirely different person now, for sure. 5 of Cups in the reverse is about forgiveness. This person is going to be seeking, even begging for your forgiveness, right? For the sake of being able to move on. So I don't feel like this is somebody who is hell-bent on the outcome of the 2 of you coming together. They're hoping that the union is able to happen in this lifetime, and they're being optimistic about it and trying to speak it into fruition, right? That's why it says our union will happen this lifetime, but they're still being practical, right? That, you know, you may very well moved on, right? That maybe they will have to come to a point where they accept whatever it is that you state you want from this, but they are willing to work for your affections. This is an entirely new person, you guys. Wow. Yeah, you transformed them. Wow. There's most certainly been a rebirth here, you guys, okay? We have the Temperance clarifying the Queen of Cups. That was at the bottom of the deck. So this person is wanting to bring harmony into this connection, balance, you know? Find a common ground. But patience is in that Temperance card as well. So this is really a question of how much patience you have, right? Do you have the patience to see about this again, right? Do you have the patience or the wherewithal to want to indulge this any longer? I don't feel like this person is asking you to dive in head first. No, they are willing to prove themselves, and the transformation is here, you guys. That's very rare to come out initially in a read, so I'm a little bit surprised, shocked, and excited all at once. I don't really know. How do you take it, right? Like, I do not know. Let's pull a few more here. Then we're going to go over to the extended. Now, in the extended, we're going to tap into your new love for sure. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So this person might be a Pisces, or they may have Pisces within their natal chart, but this is someone wanting to balance things out between the two of you. This is a spiritual connection. It does feel like a soulmate connection for sure. This person was unawakened, right? They definitely were not able to see it for just how much weight it held in their life until now. And I feel like the two of you are on the same level spiritually, but they're also trying to be practical. And I feel like you will do the same as well. Nobody's diving in head first. This is going to be a slow moving process for sure, but I do see the ability of it being rewarding and victorious, right? Free will is still at play here though. Wow, see, prosperity lies ahead. I feel like you got this in your last read too. New moon in Taurus. New moons are about manifestations. So you will be prosperous either way you decide to go. This does feel like something that has now come to a point where union is possible. This could even be a twin flame, guys. For those of you who have already encountered your twin flame, right? Even if you don't know that's what it was, you would still feel a pull emotionally if this is your twin flame, right? You would still feel an energetic pull, even if you're trying to subconsciously push it down. it stays for the long haul. Ooh, see, it is safe to love. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. This is one of the best reads that we've had in a long time in concerns of older connections, okay? It says, make the effort. All right, great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So definitely listen to your intuition and only put as much effort forth that you feel intuitively the need to do, okay? Wow, lots of great cards. Reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. That's without a doubt, okay? This will be a major offer. I don't know if this is something that you still would consider, but it is quite beautiful if you're able to really release it. We have trust. So we have this situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, so that means for those of you, now do not get down in them comments, please, guys, and tell me, I don't want this shit. I don't want, this is only for those people who do, right? We will have new love in the extended. For those of you who do see the benefit after this transformation, because this transformation only happened because of you, this is something that you have manifested. This is a time for union and a time of coming together. Yeah, be very careful sexually. I'm just hearing this intuitively because we have the Lovers come out twice. There is a sense of possibly becoming pregnant, especially with children. They are getting someone pregnant. So just be, if that's not what you want, then you need to be careful around that. Okay, fine. Now I said that. For those of you who do see the need or who see the value in re-engaging with this, prosperity is what you are working towards. Victory is inevitable. However, you can't bring up anything from the past. That's what I heard. Okay, I don't know how likely it is that you will be able to do that. That's very tough, right? Oftentimes when you take someone back, especially if there's been betrayal or if there's been times where they let you down or there's been, you know, any disappointments, when you take someone back, the first thing you want to do when you get into an argument is bring up the old shit, but you won't be able to do that if you take this back. Okay, that is not an option. You would have to truly start on a clean slate as if nothing happened before this. So that's where that patience might be coming in for sure. Let's hop on over to the extended, okay? I want to see what is this person's purest feelings for you and this connection, okay? What are their intentions behind all of this, just to be sure that I'm seeing this correctly. I'm surprised almost, right? With all of the changes and just the good-natured energy from someone who you possibly have written off. Let's also see what their next steps are going to be so you could prepare yourself, all right? As well as the potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with this or go in the opposite direction. I will look at both. There's no judgment, of course, okay? Let's see why exactly this all had to happen according to spirit. Why did this have to happen? And let's also take a look to see what subconscious blockages may be keeping you from moving into the next cycle and growing, expanding into this abundance that I definitely feel is clearly right in this next portal for you. Okay, and then we're going to get into your next level read, right? This is going to include new love, new financial growth, new spiritual growth. What do you have to look forward to? What does that all look like? We'll also see if there are any specific people showing up and the potential for union in that. Let's also see how you can best prepare to ensure that you are successful and abundant and able to yield the fulfillment that you've been trying to manifest, but in the least amount of time. We'll see what Spirit suggests you do to we'll see what Spirit suggests you focus on, rather, to allow that to come in with the quickness, okay? Like yesterday, all right? And then we will have an Ask the Universe read, of course, okay? So I'll use this Oracle deck, give you the floor to ask a couple questions, but I'll have more instructions over in the extended, okay? So please click that like button, guys, if you don't mind. It's free. Click the like button as well as the subscribe button. I'm going to put the link for the extended down in the description box. Yeah, I'm going to see you over there.